The homie Diddy was allegedly a diabolical son of a. Tap in. What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time salute to all the subscribers, wherever you at, all around the world, new and old. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe, baby. Get with the team. Look, salute Zenfi369, Mr. Dubbins, straight off the Ave fam. You know what it is. Now, look, man, there's been a lot of stuff floating around as far as the homie Diddy is concerned. Look, the homie Terrance Howard, man, if you haven't heard, we finna get into this first and foremost, man. The homie Terrance Howard says that everybody who attended them Diddy parties, them alleged Diddy parties, look, he says they lost their man card. Now, I don't even know what to say about that. First and foremost, that's serious to even, you know, put out there, or you feel me, without any what they would say, facts. But maybe he knows something that we don't know. So without further ado, man, this is the first thing we're gonna tap into. The homie Terrance Howard. Shout out Art of Dialogue on Instagram. You know what it is. Let's get into this, man. Let me go ahead and refresh this and get into this right here.
And when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
That's deep.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, you know, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything. But when you give up your manhood,
look, man, that's some real ish right there, man. That's some ish that, you know, a lot of people have alluded to over the time, and that's some things I ain't gonna hold you. Look, he's not capping, bro. He's not capping in a sense that these people are out here doing things to compromise their manhood. I'm one to be not that a person outright, you know, came at me a certain way, but I'm one that was around that type of energy, and they felt my type of energy, and all of a sudden it's, you're too aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? So I can relate to being in the industry and walking that walk, you feel me, and being around those types of people, which I have nothing against anyone who wants to do what they want to do with men or women on women, whatever you want to do. Look, do what it is that you do. You feel what I'm saying? But don't be bringing that ish my way, trying to press the line, because look, we don't play like that over here type ish. So salute to the homie Terrance Howard. And look, man, prayers up for him, because the way he's speaking, you know, allegedly what they do to people who speak like that. So prayers out to the homie Terrance Howard. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep being true to you. And yeah, man, that's a wild situation. We gonna keep it going. We got the homie Gene Deal being shocked. It says Gene Deal shocked and speechless after hearing the nasty things Diddy made Bad Boy President do to him. And without further ado, man, shout out to Art of Dialogue. We finna get right into this. If you made it to this point in the video right here, go ahead, give me a like and subscribe, man. Tap in. We gonna keep it going, bro.
It's Kirk Burrell's lawsuit. Have you seen it? He alleging some wild stuff, man.
I read most of it.
Yeah, if you look at this lawsuit, man, he claiming some wild stuff like he was forced to watch Puffy have sex at Bad Boy offices.
If Diddy made Kirk look at sexual acts at the Bad Boy office, then that just goes to show you some of the stuff that Jaguar Wright was saying was true when she said that the lawyer told her that they caught individuals in the office having sexual acts. Kirk Burrell was the president of Bad Boy. And if he was made to look at sexual acts in the office during or after working hours, did he choose to do that, or did Diddy make him do that? Diddy was the CEO. He was the president. Did he force them to do it? Maybe he did. I don't know. I never walked in none of that.
Yeah, he also claiming that Diddy would make him give him hand jobs.
Well, I guess if they had a gay relationship and Diddy requested a hand job, he was
Hey, yo, pause, bro. Diddy. Super diabolical.
requesting a hand job from his boyfriend, or what he appeared to.
Y'all gotta excuse me, bro. Let me take that back. Oh man, this is nuts. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Well, I guess if they had a gay relationship and Diddy requested a hand job, he was requesting a hand job from his boyfriend, or what he appeared to think that Kirk was. Also, this is my president, but this is also my boyfriend. I'm in a relationship with him. It may not be known to everybody. And if he was requesting hand job, he was doing his boyfriend. He was handing his boyfriend a favor. He was giving his boyfriend a hand job. That's what Diddy thought Kirk was to him. Also his boyfriend. It may have been a president of my company, but he was my boyfriend. So if Kirk alleging that in his lawsuit, I guess he was giving him a hand.
Right. But I don't get it, man. I don't see how somebody can make you get him a hand. Job. You know, like, how does that work?
Well, maybe he thought he was going to lose his job. Maybe the fact that Kirk thought that if he didn't do sexual acts towards Diddy that he asked him to do, he was going to lose his job. Maybe he thought he was in jeopardy. What was the situation? That's between them two. And if Kirk is now saying that Diddy forced him, did he tell somebody he's been forced to do this? He sure telling the world now. He's telling the world now he's forced to do this.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why he didn't come out sooner. He also alleging that Diddy, forced him to give him blowjobs.
Oh my God. So you telling me that in the lawsuit, and I seen it, man, that he forced him to sing in the mic. And it wasn't in the studio.
Yeah, that's what he claiming.
Yo, bro, it's crazy.
This man know he funny. He said he forced him to sing in the mic, and it wasn't in the studio. God damn.
It's real crazy that Kirk is alleging all these things that people always said back then. I remember when me and you had a conversation about this years ago, and you asked me, was I going to talk about it? I said, no, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm going to let him talk about it. I didn't know he was going to do this lawsuit and put this shit in there. But I told you years ago that I'm not going to talk about it until he talks about it. And he talked about it. So now it's fair game. That was their relationship, man. I don't know how much is forced. I know that it's a law that an employer can be brought up on charges for having sex or any kind of sexual contact with an employee. And he still was an employee of Bad Boy. And did Puff use that to his advantage? I could believe he did. He probably did. But then again, Kirk was in love with Puff and everything Puff did.
Oh boy.
So I don't know how much he forced him, but he sung in the mic.
Damn.
He also alleging that Puffy made him put stuff up his anal.
Yo, bro. Whoa. Bruh.
I didn't see that in the lawsuit. But as I said again, if they were playing games like that, Diddy was foul and Kirk did it because of two things. He was afraid of Diddy and he was in love with Diddy. At that time, he would probably do anything Diddy asked him to do.
Allegedly, right? Allegedly. Shout out Gene Deal. Shout out All the Dialogue. All right, look. That was a bit much. Talking about all the activities and whatnot, that was a bit much. But again, these are the things, these are the underlining echoes that have been going on in the industry for a while, bro. Like, people been talking about this type of ish for a while. Excuse me. And it's just wild that we're at this point, man. We got the trial coming up. More people are coming out. He's saying this individual, you know, I guess is coming with some type of like, yo, Diddy did this to me, this, that, and the third. But why is he coming out now? I feel like a lot of people feel like because of the fact that Diddy behind jail, behind bars and in jail, he's in a vulnerable position. And plus, it's not like he's out here physically to do the things that, he's alleged or he's alleged to have, to be able to do. You feel me? With the weapons they found, with the bribing, with just the overall power of a figure like a Sean Puffy Combs. You feel what I'm saying? And it's definitely going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. The more that, the closer we get to this trial, the closer we get to everything. I feel like this is going to be the modern day OJ trial type scenario. Like, we had the Young Thug situation, but Thug ain't got the pull that Diddy got. This ain't a Rico or no gang ish. This is some deep, like, Epstein-esque. You feel me? The other dude from Abercrombie-esque type situation. So you already know it's about to be wild, and we about to be on it. Look, if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe, man. Shout out to the subscribers. We appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for being here. And look, if you want to be a member of the channel, we got some vlogs coming. Or if you simply want to donate, hit the Cash App down below, straight off the Ave. And yeah, man, it's homie Smitster 400. This has been Smitster Reacts, signing out. Peace and love wherever you at, all around the world. Stay safe, stay blessed. Owie.